Thank you.
So you go from battling sharks, and the thing I see next, you sign up to go against alligators. Like, come on, Nikki,
It
like
never ends.
you have to go through all these water monsters.
Like I said, I get given some pretty interesting projects in my life.
There she is.
It's beautiful.
What was that? What was that?
Okay.
Guys, it's fine. Dolphins are a good sign.
Really?
Hi,
Nikki, it's been a while. How you been?
Good, baby. How are you?
I'm doing all right. You know, last time I think we talked, you were behind that Queen of Cards too, so it was a different layout.
Was I really?
I think so. Yeah, you had a card thing in the back of you. Oh man, it must have been like not last winter, the winter before, when you were doing the Christmas movie with Melissa Joan Hart and Jason Priestley. That's the last time.
And I had the cards behind me. I've always got the cards behind me. They're my go-to because they make a great backdrop.
They really do. I think it was like more further back out, you know. So
yeah.
how you been?
Covering up some stuff going on the back here. I'm really good, love. How are you?
I'm doing okay, ups and downs, you know, of life, but you know, hanging in there, right?
It is a bit that way for everybody right now. You are not alone.
Yeah, good to see you working and do. Although this confirms I will not be going into the ocean or anything, you know. I've seen like 3 shark movies this year, so I think I've had enough of like warning signs not to go in.
I don't know. Well, that's the idea, is to scare everybody with these movies, but we shouldn't be scared of sharks. They're beautiful creatures. I've swam with real sharks that are not vicious, and they're not, and we should look after our sharks. So I mean, I love, you know, a good scare movie, and why not to do it with a shark, but don't be afraid of the water.
Although I'll change that. I might go with you though, because you're so calm and composed. You're helping amputees, like you know what to do. You know what I mean? In a panic situation, that's the person you want to go with.
Well, yeah, I think when you've lost everything, without being a spoiler alert, she had kind of lost everything, and she's like, bring it, let's go. And you know, it's so fun as an actor when someone's like, how are you going to take on a shark in a movie? And I mean, like, sure, why not? You know,
Hey, what else I have to lose, right?
Exactly. And it's fun to do that. And there's no one better to do it with than the badass Trace Atkins, who truly is really a badass. And I would believe that he saved the world. So he was a great choice to have aside me in this movie, definitely.
Oh yeah. And it's like, for you, it's kind of like, you must like being on the water. You grew up around water, right? I mean, this is kind of like your element in a sense too. First of all, where'd you guys film? Because I love this island. It was kind of like off beaten track. You know, it didn't look like your kind of typical island, but it had a lot of kind of mystery to it too. Just the way it was shot. I like that too. It's kind of ambiguous.
Well, the magic of movie making. We shot actually beautiful location in Maui in Hawaii, but this little beach that we were on was like this random deserted beach behind the airport, and the conditions on this beach, 1 minute it was like beautiful dead calm water, then choppy ocean, crazy. I mean, we were under, this was intense. We had 18 days to shoot an independent movie using a mechanical shark in a lot of our shots. This was a hardcore movie that we made, and with limited resources. So it was a challenge, and it was a great challenge and a great time. But whew, yeah, I was in those waters, and there was a couple times and I was like, hey, this is hard. Like, it's hard.
That wind was beating. You could see it on screen. It was like,
I'm so glad you could see that.
Yeah.
I was feeling it. Trust me, I was some days, and it was warm, so I wasn't always overly cold. But the wind and the water and the choppiness and not feeling, you know, when you have no idea what's under your feet. And I was just like,
uh-oh,
what am I standing on? Oh my God, I was a bit of a chicken throughout the movie, but the locals that were looking after was like, you're good. And I'm like, I'm trusting you guys in these waters. I'm like, it was scary.
Were you going into the waters on your like off day shoots, or were you just all the time in the water?
I mean, to shoot a movie on water in 18 days
is
a
quick.
real challenge. Yeah, it really is. So I had a few afternoons off, and maybe 1 or 2 days off. And I went in the hotel pool, but I did not go in the
good
ocean.
choice.
I planted myself like a lobster most days, just like in the sun. I was exhausted. This physically challenged me, this movie, in a wonderful way, but it was good for me, but I was exhausted.
Yeah, no, that's good. We're talking about under 3 weeks here to film this. That's a lot going on. Did they have like mechanical sharks or CGI? Because it looked real to me, so I bought it.
Oh, God bless you. The shark was CGI for a lot of the movie, but we did use a mechanical shark in portions of the movie, which was our director's choice, which was amazing. It's very old school of us, very Jaws, bringing in this shark. But when you have that, it comes with a lot of work. You have puppeteers on set, and there's this enormous shark head on the sand. It looks so real. You got to lug that into rough waters and hold it up and throw cast members in its mouth, and then put the blood in the water and the timing and the cameras and the camera crew and all in the waters with expensive equipment, with it being splashed and me diving in and out in the damn water and all the actors. I mean, it was no joke. We were exhausted. So yes, I really appreciate sort of Justin wanting to use a mechanical shark, because it did add an element of real badass coolness to it, but it was a challenge for sure.
Plus, you're in the sun. The sun drains you. You know what I mean, too?
Thank you.
Yeah, like just being in the hot sun all day. It's like I go in on a balcony for like 15 minutes, like I'm tired, much less like filming.
That's how it was. And swimming as well. When you're a kid and you swim in the water and you get really hungry and come out. That was me, eating all day long, just trying to keep my energy.
Hey, you look great in a bikini, so I think the food just went right through you. Okay, so no worries there.
Thank you.
So you go from battling sharks, and the thing I see next, you sign up to go against alligators. Like, come on, Nicky, you have to go through all these water monsters.
Like I said, I get given some pretty interesting projects in my life. This year I started out the year with an action film with Luke Wilson and Dolph Lundgren. Which was actually a great role to play. I'm sort of the damsel in distress in that. It was nice to sit back and be taken care of in that movie. But then I've got, the crocodile movie, which I went to Bangkok and shot. And that was like,
wow, Bangkok.
Yeah, we were out there. That was a whole different experience. And then I went from there to Kentucky to do a comedy, a fantastic comedy, which I haven't been on the comedy set for so long, which felt so good. And now I'm off to Miami to do a drama. So my point is, like, there's no consistency with what I'm doing. It's just random things coming in, and I'm thoroughly enjoying it. All of it is so different and incredibly challenging for me. So I'm like, okay, let's give it a crack and see how we go.
Take it as it goes. Why not? You know what I mean? That's the beauty of it. You have the great things. You have opportunities to do different things too, which is cool in itself. You have a variety. It's not like you're getting typecast. So this is awesome that you're getting to try and do different genres, different roles. That's the life, right?
Thank you. I agree. I really am enjoying it. The variety has been incredible. So
that's awesome. Are you going to take a vacation, go back to Aussie land to visit family maybe?
I bounced back and saw my mum for 2 weeks, and then I quickly zipped over to London and Paris. So I've had my fun time, and now it's time to go back to work.
Okay, so that's good that you finally saw family. That's great. You found that time, because I remember when we were talking, it was COVID, and it was like no one was going anywhere, restrictions all over the world. So you made it. That's great.
I did, honey. Thank you.
Oh, I can't wait. I'll be on the watch out for what's next for you. So let's not wait like a year or two to talk again.
Love. I love chatting to you. It's nice to see you again.
It's my favorite. I'm like, no, I need to get her on video chat. I need to talk to her, make this happen. So I'm glad we made it happen. Well, have fun in Miami, and hey, bring more good work like you always do, and find a little break for yourself too, because you're working hard.
Oh, you're a legend. Thank you so much. It was nice to chat to you.
You too, Nicky. Talk soon.
Bye, love.